So, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So, today we are going to see how the security groups and NACLs work on AWS. So, we will go into deep dive into what are the different types of security and what is the you know what is a security groups and what is a NACL means network address network access control lists. And so let's deep dive into it. First, what I recommend to you is that go to my uh, blog page. I will put the link in the description so you can able to access it. So let's dive into the our today's topic. So I have created one blog. You can access it on YouTube. I will provide a notes link in description. You can check it out. So, what is a security groups and network ACLs in AWS? Okay, so imagine that you are working on one project. If you are familiar with AWS and cloud providers, you must have used or deployed one application or for the testing purpose or in your industry or let's say in your industry you're trying to test that application. So what you will do is you will deploy that application and you will try to expose it on port XYZ. And what happens is that if you are a beginner, then you will realize if you try to access your application, it will not work correctly. So what is the reason behind that? Because you have successfully established, installed, deployed the application, and now you want to access it, but it cannot be able to access by you. So problem is that, and solution is provided in this blog also. So problem is that you don't have defined the inbound rule for your application in AWS. What is mean by that? So there are the security firewall. You can consider it as a traffic police. It will decide the what kind of traffic goes to the what direction means. Uh, is it a safe or it's for a security purpose. So it by default AWS not provide anything. So you have to define it. So it happens because you don't have allowed the access to your application and you don't have exposed that port which your application is running on. That's why it's not accessible. So AWS come up with security groups. So it is on a EC2 level. So security group is a traffic controller for your EC2 instance. As I said, you can define the inbound and outbound traffic to your EC2 instance. Then uh, let's take one example here. So I have one we have SSH and the prototype is TCP, is transmission control protocol, and the range is port range is 22 for the SSH. You know that. And our source is that CIDR range. We have defined 24 here. So I will show you this on the demo. Don't worry about it. So this is on the EC2 level. You just have to understand that security groups acts as on the EC2 level as the inbound and outbound traffic rule. So some of you might heard about security groups and as well as network ACLs. So what is a network ACL? Network ACLs are network access control list. It acts at your VPC level. They control all the firewalls at the level of VPC and it will allow the traffic just like inbound and outbound. It's a stateless, and means you have to separately define the inbound and outbound rules by the specific time. And here we have the one example. So we are defining the under rule. Type is inbound and protocol is TCP. As I said, 80. 80 is a port range for the TCP, you know. And then we have a source and we are um, defining, we have to allow or not the traffic. So we are allowing this. So you have to remember that network ACL means that it acts on your VPC level. If you have a private subnets and public subnets, it will act on that level. So you can define the what kind of what kind of traffic goes into your AWS and what kind of application is needed to be run on that. So we define that inbound and outbound traffic to it. So let's dive into the demo. So here you can see I have created one EC2 instance and I have given its name as a security. So what I wanted to show you is that first you can go here and go to the security and first let's try to okay. So uh, go here security groups and here as I said you have the inbound rules and outbound rules. Okay, so click on the edit inbound rules and here you have by default SSH. Why is present? Because if you want to SSH to your remote server, means your EC2 instance, so AWS what it does, it will provide you the by default service, means by default inbound rule, so you can able to access it. So what if I delete this? So let's try to access. So I have to change and I have successfully saved the uh, instance. So some of you might say, yeah, what is security group in this? So as I showed you, I have just cancelled the permission to EC2 means SSH. So I cannot able to access it. So let's see is am I able to access it or not. So first we have to define one what we can say the elastic IP. So I don't have defined the elastic IP here. So for now, just allocate one is for here. So just I'm going to allocate one elastic IP because I have for while creating I don't have allowed the to enable IPs. So that's why I'm creating it now. So just associate with it and for now and just go to their EC2 instance. Now you have your IP address and all things. So some of you might say, we have IP address and all things. We should be able to connect this EC2 instance, you know. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to go to the uh, here is this client. So I am able to connect through the server, you know. So here they are providing us the uh, URL that which we can able to access it. So go to the your uh, documents and in download you can just open the terminal and here paste your. So what will happen? Let's see first what will happen. So it is taking a little bit of time, but don't worry about it. Just wait for a minute. As you can see, we cannot able to access our EC2 instance. As I said you, because I don't have allowed the inbound rule to the SSH. So let's go there and allow the inbound rule, go to security and then security groups. And there you have to edit inbound rules. add a rule. You can we have the SSH here, and from anywhere means from IPv4 0000 means IPv4 all can access your. The default port is, for SSH we have a 22. So let's try to save it. Okay, so I have defined the rule here, and what I will do is that I will here you can see the connect host timeout. So now we should able to connect to our EC2 instance. Let's see. So here you can see we are able to uh, get access to sudo apt get get update -y. So here you can see our instance is up and running. So here is that's the example of a security group. So you can also define it while configuring. So you have while creating your EC2 instance, you can go here and in network setting you can see the firewall security groups. So here you can allow the SSH or HTTP means hypertext transfer protocols or HTTPS which means a secure shell. So here I have by default it's allowed the SSH traffic. So uh, for now you can select your existing security groups or you can create a new ones and always remember that enable the auto assign uh, for everyone, means after while you creating the EC2 instance. So in VPC you can also do it, but for now I'm not going to show you that because we should keep it for the next videos. So I will show you that in the next videos. So that's it, guys. Keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you.